There's this 18-year-old. His name's Hamza Mashkour Had.
Hamza.
Wow.
Hamza. He just cleared security at Denver International Airport, and the FBI show up. The agents have come to arrest this 18-year-old who is diagnosed with a developmental disability, aka autism.
Okay.
And they charge him with terror-related crimes.
Oh shit.
Wait, how do you even get in the job?
Huh?
Just go ahead, continue, sorry.
Okay.
He wasn't a terrorist yet.
He had gone to the airport in December to fly to Dubai, and then from there either fly to Syria or Afghanistan.
He got radicalized.
Because he's allegedly plotting to join the Islamic State.
ISIS?
Duh.
The trip has been spurred by over a year of online exchanges, starting when Mashkour was 16 years old, with 4 people he believed were members of ISIS. So he thought he was talking to ISIS.
But who was he really talking to? Like catfish ISIS?
FBI agent.
They catfished him.
They catfished him. But the thing is, they couldn't do anything with him because he was 16 and a minor at the time. So instead, they strung him along in conversations
for years.
2 years until he decided at age 18 to go join, and then...
Isn't that entrapment?
100%.
Dude's autistic.
Oh, that's... Not only are they kind of pedo-y.
Take him away.
But
That's predatory, dude. This fool's underage.
Did he
Take
break
him away.
any
They
laws?
fucking brainwashed the underage autistic kid.
According to the Justice
bullshit.
Department's criminal complaint, the 4 were actually undercover FBI agents, and as a result of his conversations with them, he could face a lengthy sentence for attempting to provide material support to a terrorist organization.
But they primed him.
They juiced him.
Yeah.
What a waste of funds. That's what they did this whole
They
time.
created a terrorist and then locked him up.
And threw red meat the whole time.
That's crazy.
That's what they do.
Fucking dumb, dude.
Dude, this happened, by the way, in 2001. This is not new.
Well, yeah, then CIA created,
Yes.
what's his name again?
Osama?
Osama bin Laden.
Well, they were funding him.
Yeah, they're funding him and training Al Qaeda.
You guys ever
And by the way, back then, I remember telling a girl that I really liked, because like it was like time to do a book report. And she's like, I don't have my book report subject. Oh, you talk about how, Al Qaeda is being funded by America, and then she comes back to me 9 days later and said, my dad said that's not true. Oh. And I'm like, your dad's a f***ing idiot. Like, that is absolutely a fact.
Why do people think that was like some type of conspiracy when it was clearly...
It's a complete fact.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, it's so hard to believe a theory.
Well, right,
But it's written on paper. It's documented by
they
the...
did it.
But they just can't.
The money went there.
It's like written by the military. It's there. And then they go, man, he said bullshit.
Right, but her dad watched enough Fox News. She's like, nah, my dad says nah. And I'm like, cool.
My dad says
Well, I was watching the Golden Globes, and then a bunch of awards and nominations went to this TV show called Succession. So I finally was like, I should watch this show. And I watched the show.
Yeah.
And then one of the things that happened was one of the older brothers was talking about, because they were at a club for a bachelor party, and he's like, hey, here's a technique. If you see a girl that you like, she's kind of hot, but you're questioning how old she is, just be like, where were you during 9/11? She ain't got an answer. She's not old enough.
Oh. That's a great answer.
The fuck does that mean?
But nowadays, they're old enough.
You weren't old enough.
I think you missed it.
No, that's a good word though. Honestly, that's pretty smart.
Why is it good?
Because you don't have to ask her how old she is.
correct.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. So basically, law enforcement agents first became aware of Mashkour's online activities in support of ISIS in November 2021. But like I said, instead of alerting his family, Mashkour's lawyers told this article that FBI agents posing as ISIS members befriended him a year later and strung him along until he became a legal adult. Quote, it's appalling that the government never once reached out to his parents, even while they were sending undercover agents to befriend him online, starting when he was 16 years old.
You could have got him to do anything.
Anything.
Man, that's so stupid, man.
But
What a waste
this
of time.
is
You could have got him to play Zoo Tycoon 2 instead.
Call of Duty or something.
our agencies are notorious for developing like kingpins, like
Radicalizing people.
like Freeway Rick Ross. Yeah. That's an actual drug dealer in LA, right? The
real one,
CIA. So there's the Iran Contra, which is basically the CIA was caught gun running to rebels in the Contra rebels, but they were funding it because they didn't want the money.
training them.
But they were funding it through selling crack to the black communities. So they had guys like Freeway Rick Ross sell the crack. They found guys that were like small time drug dealers, and then they turned them into big time fucking kingpins. And then that guy would have never been a kingpin if it wasn't for the CIA.
Right.
He would have just been selling like dime
They
bags.
set them up, yeah.
Yeah.
But even this is like, that's so much deeper than this. This is a fucking autistic kid. He's not gonna do anything.
They knew he was autistic.
I think like it's like a pattern here, right? It's like they create their own criminals and then they make them
then they
into
catch
these.
them?
Yeah, they make them these like big fucking guys.
Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping plot. Same shit. It's like, oh, so remember Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer?
No,
I don't remember.
She's the current governor of Michigan.
I don't follow Michigan government.
Okay, very quickly. So there was a kidnapping plot against her, right, during COVID, where they got a bunch of guys who are basically tardos who don't know, social situations, anything. They're not rich at all. The FBI entrapped them, planned dinner parties, and like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like a bunch of food here. Just come hang out. We'll talk about like kidnapping the governor and like usurping the state. And like that went on for a while. For like over 2 years, and then they just busted all these guys, and there were more FBI agents than guys in the group.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Wow.
Undercover. Exactly. Entrapment City, USA, but that's what always happens. So it's just like, and that all, was just revealed.
What do you think
through
is
court documents?
What do you think is a motive for that? For like
It's this shit. It's like, we are finding criminals. It's a speed trap.
They need to build
Yeah,
a case.
yeah.
Like, think about it, right? Like, you look like a better agent if you're taking down a kingpin.
Right.
You don't look like a good agent if you're grabbing a kid off of the street that's selling a dime bag.
But like, if you're a cop and like you got to meet a quota or whatever, you sit under the freeway overpass, you back up into the bushes, and you wait with a speed gun. And you're not supposed to be able to do that, but they do.
But also the biggest assets, meaning the guys that are the informants, end up with fucking immunity. So a lot of the guys in the mob world who were big time tattletales and they were murderers, they got away with everything because this FBI was backing them.
And now imagine you're the cop, backed up in the bushes, you got the speed gun, and you're online telling people, go fast. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? Nobody gives a fuck.
And you're the racer next to them, calling them out.
Right.
And you can see they're retarded.
Yeah, and then you catch them all the time.
It's like all of that in
I'm the
one
number
thing.
one cop.
It's like
number one cop that's catching everybody.
The reason why they have a law called entrapment, by the way.
Yeah.
So, and that's why.
so stupid, dude.
You guys know about the story of Whitey Bulger? Fucking crazy. The Irish gangster. Yeah. He's murdered fuck tons of people, right? But like now everyone's all up on these podcasts because now mob guys, they're all talking on podcasts, right?
They're always on every podcast.
rats though.
All of them are saying, but they all say Whitey Bulger was an informant for the FBI. He was untouchable. He could kill whoever the fuck he wants. He'll just like, and then he was a murderer because he just had his feelings hurt and just blast somebody in a bar and nothing happens to him or whatever. And I'm like, that's crazy.
And Johnny Depp did a good job.
That movie was good.
What's it called?
I forgot the name.
Serpico's better though.
I think it's called The Irishman.
Oh yeah, no,
No.
but Serpico's better.
That's an old movie.
Irishman's Robert De Niro.
Oh, that's the old long one, huh?
Yeah, the long.
never seen
Which
Serpico?
one is the Johnny Depp one?
Jealous.
Is it both Whitey?
Yeah.
No, it's not that. It's not called that. It's
Donnie Brasco. No,
It's new.
It's called White Boy, I think.
No, it's not called White Boy.
It's called Black Mass.
Black Mass. That's the one.
I can see why you thought White Boy.
I don't give misinformation here.
I just give mistakes, but it's never misinformation.
So
It's
what
honest
is the entrapment law that's in effect? Because like, wouldn't that apply in situations like this?
They have to investigate themselves and find themselves guilty of it.
Because the FBI said only the FBI can investigate themselves.
You dig it?
That's
Or internal affairs, what are they gonna do?
crazy.
I know.
I watched all the movies. IA doesn't do shit.
If you develop,
Infernal affairs though is tight.
So sick.
Yeah.
yeah, if you develop a small-time criminal and make them big-time, like Saddam Hussein, like who's the bad guy? The guy who developed them, or the guy that decided to follow orders?
Right.
The bad guy who decided to follow orders.
That's false.